Well, welcome to your freshly renovated home, Kelly.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's been a long haul and we're really excited to finally get in here, yeah.
Totally. Tell me about the transformation from how this place looked like before to what it looks like now.
Totally different. When we first came to see it with our real estate agent, we could see bare bones and we had some visions, and having your staff with us just really brought out a lot of ideas. So we were able to knock down a few walls and move things around, and the colors, and just it's a totally different place. It's opened up and it's bright and airy. So
just tell us a little bit about your experience working with the Lower Coast and the guys on site who are here sort of day to day.
It's been exciting. Every time we came here to, check in with the guys and see how everything was going. Right from the demolition, the thing that I really noticed was it was always clean. A lot of times you walk into a place and it's full of dirt and dust and it's just crazy, but it was always organized. There was always stuff to go out in bags, and it was always, you were able to see what was happening. The guys were always great. They were always very welcoming.
Awesome.
Even when we kind of went, "Hi, we're here," and they would go, "Oh, hi."
Well, you got to surprise them now and again, keep them on their toes,
Yeah.
right?
No, it was really great, and they're always really friendly, really receptive, and great with ideas. It's Lower Coast ideas. This wasn't us.
Yeah, it's great to hear the clean job site, especially for condo renos.
Absolutely.
There's no staging area. You can't have a bin out back, and you got to be very aware of your neighbors,
Right.
the strata rules, to really have a well-run job site. In the condo is no small feat, actually. So it's glad to hear the guys were keeping things tidy.
Yeah, and I know that the strata manager was very pleased with how things were being run.
Excellent. So I know we did a real good job on this job for scheduling. Having a clear idea of what was happening in which weeks to give tenants some notice.
We started just before Christmas to do the demolition.
Right.
And one of my biggest things was, can we get this done to give them some peace and quiet over the Christmas break? And you guys were dead on schedule.
Yeah, that's good. That's one of the benefits of our team. We have a large team in the field, so we can draw on that manpower when required to get things done on a schedule, especially when we have a time of day we can't work past.
Yeah.
When it comes to keeping tabs on the project in terms of budgeting, schedule, and details of the project, can you just speak a little bit about how that process was for you? Did you feel like you were kept up to speed? And
my background is numbers. I'm an accountant,
Right.
so budgeting was very important to me. And trying to stay on budget is always a challenge with renos, because as soon as you say, "Oh, this is a great idea," you want to do it. So you've got to be flexible with the budget, absolutely. But the core budget was always there, and that was great. We would get weekly invoicing, which kept me up to snuff on what was happening and how we were doing. He would also let me know when suppliers were, going to be slow on delivering things, like appliances, and getting certain things were tough, especially during COVID.
Right.
So it was really helpful.
Yeah, the weekly invoicing is something that I think is pretty unique to us, actually. I'm not sure how many other builders do it. I know a lot do a monthly invoice.
Sure.
But then the lag time for accuracy, you're actually 5 weeks behind from where you actually were. So it's harder to make those adjustments, like as you said, in a reno. And I think we ended up being below budget on a few items.
Most of the things were under budget,
Right.
which was phenomenal, because that allowed us to look at some of the extras that were being suggested.
Right.
You never want to be over budget, and you guys were awesome about getting me under budget, so I could do little extras like all of my crown molding, which I love. I love crown molding. I know, it's a personal touch. Things like the wainscoting. I never in a million years thought of doing wainscoting, and that just kind of popped into our heads, and it's the details. And none of that would have been affordable within our original budget. Every time we were able to carve out a little bit more and save on that, that all brought it together for us.
That's great. No, that's great to hear. We've been in this business for 15 plus years, and we always want to create a realistic budget. So it's great to hear that we're on point with that and we're able to get you a few more extras. Construction is not a cheap endeavor here in Vancouver.
Sure.
But do you feel like you got good value out of Lower Coast and our
Definitely.
team?
Yes, definitely. It's one of those things that I do check. As an accountant, you always check for things, you always check numbers, and you always check value. So for me personally, definitely, I was able to look at some of the costs of things as the invoices were coming through. And they were awesome pricing. You know, it was really good. It was on budget. So I definitely feel I got excellent value for the pricing.
Yeah, well, that's the finished product, and the enjoyment of the space by our clients is, what we're ultimately going for. So yeah, it's great to sit here with you in this lovely white space, amazing views.
We're very excited to be moving in and to enjoy this space, to be able to sit and just enjoy the view, read a book, have a glass of wine, just kick back. It's, this is what it's all about for us. So you've definitely created that image for us, and yeah, it's a good feeling here.
I'd love to kick back as well, but I've got work to do.